In this lesson, we will learn how to add an element to the DOM. So let's say we create a button. Let me just create a button. Button, and let's say on click is equal to add text, and we say write add text here, and we close the button tag, and we just put in a BR here, a break. Next, let's go to the script, and in the script, let's say we define the function add text. And what do we do in the add text? Let's say we create an element where le, and we say document.createElement, and we say create an element of the type div, and then we say le.innerHTML is equal to say 100, and we now append this. So we say document.body.append child. So to the body of the document we are appending the child. Let's run this code. So we have this button add text. When we click on it, we are getting an error here. You can see this red button. So let's go and see what are we getting in the console. So we are getting document.body.append child is not a function. There is a spelling mistake here that we can see. Append we have put in 3 P's. It's append 2 P's. Let's go ahead and refresh. And now when we click on it, we can see we have gotten 100 here. Let's click on it again, and what we are seeing is it is continuously getting added. If we look on through the text, we can see we are getting these divs added to the body. So we are adding it. How is this different from when we were saying document.write? Let's check it. So before checking it, let's do one more thing. Suppose I now want to show 100, 101, 102, 103. So if I define var x is equal to 100 here, and I just say x plus 1, what will be the values we will get? So because when this function is being created, var x is equal to 100 is being created, every time I will get 101. Let's check. So every time I am getting 101. Why? Because every time var x is being created. So instead of this, let me create var x outside the function. So in the scope of the script, and now var x is equal to 100, and let's say x is equal to x plus 1. So now every time, and we just assign it, say the value of x. So we say in HTML is x, and we increment the value of x. So the value of x keeps on getting incremented. So we should now see 100, 101, 102. Let's check. So we get 100, 101, 102, 103, 104. All these elements are getting added. Why are they getting added here? Let's take back the var x into the function. What will we see here? We should see 100. Let me refresh. We see only 100 because this variable is getting created all the time. It is within this function. If we just put it here, this value gets across all the script. So it's like a permanent variable now. So now that we were able to add 101, 102, 103 and all that, suppose instead of append child we used document.write. So instead of this, let me comment this code. So I can use my comments. So this code is commented, and instead of that I said document.write, and we say x comma, and we put a br. So we want the next stuff to be on the next line. So we have said document.write x, and we will say x is equal to x plus 1. Now let's run it. What do we get? We got 100, but see what has happened. The first time when I rotate, the button has also gone. Why? Let's look at the body. We can only see 100. So what happens in document.write? It replaces the whole HTML, the whole body. So till now we were doing simple stuff, so we were using document.write. Now if we want the previous structures to be remain, we will just append child. So that's the difference between document.write and append child. So which is why if we go back and run it with append child, we are getting these values. So this is how we append a child into the document object model, and this is with div. Suppose we now, instead of div, we use the para tag. What will be the difference? Let's look at it. So you can see the spacing has different change. So the para tags has very different spacing and line functions and after para functions. So these are slightly different in their designs. So the most preferred one, if you're not wanting to use any of the existing stuff, is to put stuff in div. So which is the standard thing we use, and then style it according to what you want.